Hello, my name is Myra and I am the owner of Mirrarose Creations. I wanted to do a short introduction to introduce myself first off and to say hello, how are you guys doing? I wanted to do this video in regards to organization, and this will be my Pantry Organization video. As some of you may know, I run my business from my home. I have a home-based business as a baker. I love what I do. I'm very passionate in what I do. And I'm always trying to find ways to be very productive in what I do so that I can produce the best and the greatest results that I can. And I have not always been able to do that. One of the issues that I saw was having, not just with my pantry, but with my kitchen in general, and this is a series that I'm going to be putting out on my channel, is that I wasn't functioning to the best of my ability. I was functioning and I was creating and I was doing, but I had so much lag time in having to search products out, look for what I was looking for, knowing that I bought it, but now where did it go? And one of the first steps that I started with was reorganize my pantry to meet my needs. I've seen a lot of pantry videos out there and I love them. I love them all. I love looking at them, but I did not see a pantry video that necessarily catered to someone who runs their business from their home. I stay in a townhome. I have a good sized kitchen. It's not the biggest kitchen in the world, but it meets my needs. I have a pantry. It's not big at all. It's a small pantry. And I have 2 children. I have a son and a daughter, an 11-year-old and a 14-year-old. And I not only needed to meet my needs, but I needed to meet my business needs. I needed to meet our family needs. And I needed it to function to where we're able to operate day to day. But when I have to come in here and work, that I'm able to come in here and work with no problems. So what I decided to do was just do a whole makeover, a complete rehaul of my pantry, but not just my pantry, of my kitchen. So I'm asking you to be on the lookout for those videos. One of my favorite YouTubers, my most favorite, is Clutterbug. I love her. I love her personality. I love everything about her. Just saying, putting that out there. And she described my organization style to the T. I'm a butterfly. I'm very visual, but I'm also very anal. Very visual in what I see, and that's the first thing I see. What looks beautiful to me, I find will make me want to work more and be very productive in my work. So I have designed my pantry to do that. But not only that, it also encourages my children to keep it that way because they like seeing it nice and like seeing it clean. This works for me and my family. I have worked with this system now for a couple of weeks, and in my video you'll see me change some things up to kind of better function for us. I ask that you look at works for you and your family. This could help anyone. If you are a stay-at-home mom, if you work from home, I believe in order to be productive, you have to be organized. Organization is key because you need to be able to function in every capacity. I can't halfway function and my kitchen is not where I need it to be. If you decide that you do like this video, I ask that you like and subscribe and be on the lookout for more videos. So hit the notification bell so that you may receive updates on when I'm posting. I will try to post every other week of my organization. The next video that will be coming up will probably be my refrigerator, how I reorganize my refrigerator to kind of meet the needs that I have, but not only for me, but for my children. So I ask that you sit back and you just enjoy the video. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, you guys, let's get started. As you can see, my pantry was a mess. It's not very big at all. I have tried to organize it as you see, but the systems that I was using was just not working for me and my family. I have a lot of boxes up there. I have a lot of different things over here. And on the door, I used to have a spice rack that I just did not like, and it didn't work for who I was and who my family was. You can see I've tried to organize with chalk labels, and I even have a board down there to hold my shelves because I do have wired shelves, but nothing has a clear defined spot. Even for my overflow of groceries, there is no set place for anything. All the containers that I used, I've got them from the Dollar Tree over time, and then I bought some new things, but I bought everything over time. This basket, for instance, came from Home Goods. I've got the Lazy Susan from TJ Maxx. I even got this bowl a while back from Walmart. All the other stuff is from Dollar Tree. That big pasta jar did come from TJ Maxx, and those jars came from TJ Maxx. They were a set that I bought a while back. This container is actually a container I bought at Walmart that is for dog food storage. But because it is such a big size and can hold up to 25 pounds, I bought a bulk flour, so it works great for holding my flour and keeps it sealed and secure. So what I'm doing right now is clearing out my pantry and preparing it so that I can give it a good deep cleaning. I'm going to be washing all the wire shelves, getting all the gunk removed from those. I'm also going to be wiping down my doors, around the trim of my door, my baseboard, sweeping and mopping very good so that I have a clean slate to start with. In case any of you are wondering, I'm using the Method brand all-purpose cleaner in the scent of pink grapefruit. I really do love this cleaner, and I also am really enjoying the Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner in the scent of honeysuckle. Those are my two favorites. What I'm getting ready to do now is measure my cabinet liners for my shelves. I got two different brands, one from IKEA and one from Walmart. I would suggest the IKEA brand. It's stronger and it's sturdier, and the Walmart brand was more flimsy. This is also a quick overcap of what was in my pantry. It was a lot of stuff. It was very overcrowded. Everything is nice and clean. I'm ready to start putting things back in my pantry. This part was a process for me. I started off slow. I did not complete my pantry in one day. I actually completed it in over about a 2-day period. So you're going to see me change clothing along with changing it around. One thing I found out that if I need it to function, I need to take time to make sure it functions properly for me and my children and for my business.
But I'm not no other, so why even bother? We can't go back to what we were. Goodbye, my love. Our time is up. God knows we tried. This is our last goodbye. Goodbye, my love. Our time is up. God knows we tried. This is our last goodbye. Oh, wish I could keep you a little bit longer. Could make us feel a little bit stronger. Oh, ooh, wish I didn't have to go and close the door. Imagine you without me shakes me to the core. Oh, and you find another beautiful flower, and I go ahead compare myself to her. But I'm like no other, so why do I bother? We can't go back to what we were.
Like my container had a crack on the side, but I believe that's just the way it was made. But I'm not sure. I'm really going to have to check that.
This is our last goodbye. Goodbye, my love. Our time is up. God knows we tried. This is our last goodbye. This is our last goodbye. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, guess I know it now. This is our last goodbye. Goodbye, my love. God knows.
And I took a lot of time to make sure that my pantry functioned properly for us. I switched out a lot of different containers. I may have had something placed in one particular bin but switched it around to another bin. I even had my snack container that I have for the kids at the bottom, and I replaced it to move it up to the top. I just tried to see what functioned the best for my family and for our needs. One of the things that I liked the best, one of my favorite things that I did was put the water into the basket down at the bottom. That was one of the biggest things I liked doing, instead of having a bunch of water containers just sitting around on the floor. You'll even notice that I had my flour bin at the bottom of the pantry. I did love the look and the aesthetics of it, but as far as functionality, it did not work for me. After doing a couple of cakes and cookies, I found out it became a hassle to get it in and out of the shelves. So that's why I replaced that and put another system in place that I already had there. What I am doing now is changing some things around. I found these cute racks at Daiso, and I really did like them, and I wanted to see if I could create more space. So this has been me living with this for a couple of weeks, and now I'm changing some things around to kind of function better. So this is after I've lived with my pantry for about 2 weeks, and now I'm going in to redo some things. I suggest that when you see something is not working for you, not to wait to do it, but to change it immediately, because we'll tend to forget that this doesn't work and I want to do something different. So I did not want to hesitate on doing this. is one of the ways I changed my pantry to kind of still function better for me and my children. These racks I got a couple of years back from Walmart, and they're stacking racks. And I use them to put my onions and potatoes at the top, and at the bottom one, I'm going to use that to store my extra beans and rice packages that I buy and just keep on hand for us. So this helps me function a little bit better than having my flour down there, which was hard to remove and get in and out of my pantry. Alright, you guys, we are finally done. Here is a quick look at my pantry. I am loving everything about it. I like that I chose to go with more so the white bins than anything, because I found out I didn't like too many different colors in my pantry, even if it was just one particular color. It was easier to find all white. They matched pretty well, but I'm just loving the overall clean look of it. I went very simple with the chalk labels and just did simple circular labels. Okay, let's go a little bit more in depth in what I've done here. As you can see, I used a lot of clear containers where I can see the product that I have, how much of the product that I have, and it's easier for me to get to. Everything isn't white, so I will be switching those out when I find the suitable containers, but for right now, they're working just fine for me. And who knows, I may never switch them out. But first off, at the top here, I have my children's cereal. They're pretty tall enough to get up there to reach them. And in the back, I have my different types of beans back there. So I just have my cereal up here. I'm a big kid at heart, so the Fruit Loops do belong to me. The next bin over, I have boxed items for different things like macaroni and cheese and things like that. This one is all salad supplies, and this bin right here is for my powdered sugar. Not all of it, just some of it when I need it on hand, and marshmallows. On this next rack, I have different things like where I have excess powdered sugar if it's been open. That's the container I put it in. I have my rice and my quinoa. I also have my sugar back here in a container. It's not the biggest container because I have not been able to find the bulk sugar yet. I have my grits here. I do have just a small container, and we'll switch that out. My orzo pasta, spaghetti pasta, lasagna pasta. You guys, I actually found this lasagna pasta jar at Hobby Lobby for 50% off. So I do suggest checking there for different jars. The other one I had gotten from TJ Maxx, and they have good deals also. I have big containers for my white cornmeal and my yellow cornmeal and breadcrumbs. I do cook often, so I do like making sure I have enough of everything. Here on the next shelf, you'll notice I have some more of my baking items that I need, such as the baking soda, the chai seeds are in the background. I also have chocolate chips and mini chocolate chips in different little jars. I have my meringue powder in a different jar, and also toasted coconuts in the back there. I have a bin here that has my baking supplies. These are for extra chocolate chips when I can't fit them into those jars when I buy them in bulk. You see the baking soda, I like this idea because I know how much I have, and if I need to buy something, I'm not caught by surprise. The next bin over is also for baking supplies. So I have like Karo syrup, brown sugar, peanut butter, and different things in that. I also have my bins for my cocoa powder, almond flour, cornstarch, and there's some oatmeal there in the back. We do eat oatmeal regularly, so I like to keep it on hand. On this shelf, I have a bin for snacks for my kids, as well as canned goods. I like that they pull in and out, and I actually got these shelves from Dollar Tree a couple of years back. I saw the idea from Alejandra at home, and I thought it was a really great idea. I have more canned goods in each of the containers. This bin, I keep different smaller containers of sprinkles in. I do my own mix sometimes, so this is great for me to keep that in. On the next shelf down below, I have more canned goods. I have this jar that I got from Walmart, and I keep all packaged items here like my yeast and different things like that. I also have this Lazy Susan in the back, and that just houses different condiments that we have and that we use that we can just get to. Here I have some flour and corn tortillas here temporary for meal prepping. In the back I have my vinegars, my beets here, and I also have a bin for the bigger containers of sprinkles. Now these are the bins I was talking about that I got from Walmart. The top is for onions and potatoes, and the bottom is for beans and rice. I love this water bin. I really am glad. This is 2 cases of water, you guys, instead of having water just scattered all over your floor. I can't remember what YouTube channel I saw that did this, but I thought it was a genius idea. This container I got from Hobby Lobby for 80% off, and I'm just using that to store my foil and wrappers and different things like that. As you can see, I am really in love with everything. I still have to label my bottom bins for the onions and potatoes, but other than that, I'm in love with it. I just decided to move my flour on the outside of my pantry, as you can see, so I can shut the door and be fine, and it just rolls in and out like I need it to. So thank you guys for watching, and I truly hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did like it, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and be on the lookout for more videos from me. Thank you. Bye.